Good afternoon. My name is Nicholas Harris. I'm playing the character Officer Sanchez.
My name is Damon, and the role that I'm playing is Jonah.
My name is Ali Schaefer, and I am playing Lydia.
I'm Vincent John Campono, and I'm playing Terry.
My name is Jalen Sherrill. I play Damon.
I'm Sadora Nialor, and I'll be Sarah.
My name is Sarah Montemayor, and I play Sonia in The Other Side.
The Other Side.
The Other Side.
The Other Side by Bixer Productions.
Yeah, so we reached out to Chris, and he helped develop the first 27 pages, I believe. And afterwards, it just stopped there. It was incomplete. And when we tried to get back on path, I'm not sure exactly when, what year we started to, and then it was like, okay, Chris is nowhere to be found. We tried to reach out to him, like we weren't even getting anything out of him. I reached out multiple times. I'm like, I'm not trying to give up. I'm trying to reach out to this dude because we need to complete this film. And there was another video we couldn't reach out at all. I was like, okay, cool. You know what? Well, we have to do this ourselves and make sure at least we complete the story. So eventually, ended up doing that. Cindy and I, we went over it multiple times, review, make sure again the story was still intact. We finished up the rest of it. I think ended up developing about 50 pages later on, to where the total, including the title page, was 51 pages, if I'm not mistaken. We ended up finishing that up and was like, well, we're about to develop another project. And I was like, why not just pour all our resources now into The Other Side and actually produce that instead of putting money into something else that is not going to be a film? And next thing you know, we gotta get working. Posting casting calls over already, telling people to come through. We're auditioning for this stuff, about to make it happen. And that's really what it was, and the rest is history.
Are you serious?
Serious as the weather can be. I ain't raising some other man's child. I ain't no punk.
This is your child, Terry!
Is it?
Yes! Why do you doubt me?
I found this film actually through Vincent, who is playing Terry in the film. He and I were recent acquaintances at the time, and he reached out to Abel and said, do you have a character for a 30-something-year-old female? And Abel was like, actually, we do. So he kind of pitched my name and a few other things that I did for a reel over to Abel, and so Abel gave me a audition, and the rest is history, thanks to Vincent.
So I found it on social media. I saw the posting and read the description of the character, and right away it piqued my interest. So I reached out to Abel, and he sent me a monologue for the character, and right away I loved it. I tend to gravitate towards like the more complex characters or misunderstood, and I loved this script, how layered it was. The characters is very real, very human. These are real things that happen, topics like domestic abuse, and right away I was drawn to it.
Now you're in a bad way, huh? Right? Need Sarah's help, right? Wanna call Damon? Huh?
I can't breathe. Bitch! Okay.
We met back in, I want to say either 2018 or 2019. We both went to Delaware County Community College, so we kind of exchanged social medias. And then recently, I believe it was back in January, he had posted like an ad where it says, The Other Side, we're hosting auditions. Reached out to him, was like, hey, I see that you got these different roles open. I'm interested in it, and I just gave it a shot. I kind of put myself out of my comfort zone because this is not something I normally do. I don't do like cameras or anything like that. So like I really pushed myself to like do something like this.
Facebook. That is what brought me to Bixer Production, is Facebook. I saw the casting and I decided to submit. I read the log line and I was like, this is really interesting. And I got a, call back to do the audition, got the sides, and the monologue is definitely what got me really intrigued. And as I did my audition, I was like praying and hoping. I was like, please, please let them call me back. Please, 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 I really want this. And sure enough, I got the call from Abel. It was just a done deal. He sent me the script and I fell in love. I was like, I need to do this. Like,
I saw the post on social media. It was sent to me by a friend, and they said, hey, you should audition for this. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't gonna do it at first. Kind of was gonna slow down from auditions. But, something told me to audition, and then when I actually saw what it was for, I'm glad I actually did. I was intrigued by the characters and the overall story of it.
The way I joined was I self-submitted myself, And I auditioned, and I think I was runner-up, but things come back around on its own when it's meant, so.
I was at a music video shoot with my band Alex Sands. He's an artist in Philadelphia, and the person shooting the music video was Abel. So, you know, I got in contact with him, and later on when I seen that they were doing this film, I just got in contact with him and told him I went to audition. I've always been interested in acting. In school, middle school, high school, I was in theater, but I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I make music, and that's really what I love to do, but I just wanted to try something new, and I love it so far.
It's a preparation. It's the biggest difference. The very first short film we did, we didn't have to pour a lot into it. It was like, oh, let's just get somebody to come through. They didn't even audition. It was like, oh yeah, right, we could definitely use you. It's good. We come through, we didn't even bother working on the audio. I guess the seriousness of it versus, I mean, obviously you are serious, but not as you are when it comes to feature film, because it's lengthy. You have a lot of people, right? And you have a lot of people who are looking up to you. You have people who look your way every now and then for the next direction, for the next thing. Any questions they may have, they're coming up to you. So you want to make sure you're prepared. You know every ins and out about your project that you're working on. Any questions that come your way, you're able to answer. At the very least, if you're not, you're able to steer them in a way where they could find the answer they're actually seeking. So it was like, it's not in there truly, because there's a lot of funds that goes into making a feature and less funds that go into making a short, and a lot of time that goes into making a feature. So if you're on set, let's say for 8 hours or whatever the case may be, right? It's never 8 hours. It's longer than that. So you look at that length of the process, and you look at post-production, and again, that's something we didn't even look at, because we already did the short and we have the mindset of what we did for the short. That's what I'm saying, is not in there. We're taking the short to be similar like what we're doing for the feature. So when we got in post for the feature, we started looking at a lot of these things, and it's like, oh shit, these are some things that we could have considered, but we never did, because again, we never pay attention to. Yeah, I'm talking sound, I'm talking grade, I'm talking storytelling. These are all things that you really gotta look at when producing a feature, because people are gonna look at you quite different producing a feature versus producing a short. If you're producing a feature film, everyone will assume that you know what you're doing, right? Because it's a big step to go from a short to a feature. So know what you're doing, know the in and outs about your project, be able to answer every bit of questions that anybody on set may have, or at least be able to point them in a direction that may be able to satisfy that curiosity or give a satisfactory answer to that question.
I'll calm down when I want. This is my house, my family. Don't you ever forget that.
I want people to be able to discuss the issue at hand after watching the other side. I want them to be able to speak on toxic behavior. I want them to be able to speak freely of it as if it's not a taboo, because we tend to treat it as a taboo. And then people tend to normalize it as well too. Let's not normalize that.
When Vincent pitched it to me, it really resounded with me being a female going through domestic abuse, but not playing this dainty little character, playing somebody that could hold her own, but is dealing with the internal struggle of it all. Because nobody is really black or white in this. There's no good guy or bad guy. There's varying shades. And so that really drew me to the role, just something with a lot of meat to it.
So I just want to be able to open that safe space for people to discuss about what it is about being abused, mentally, physically, the manipulation that comes with it as well too, and just the secret deal that we make to survive. Let's be able to actually discuss that freely.
I feel like I can really play like an emotional character. And then on top of that, I feel like it's an honor to be able to represent men who experience emotional and physical abuse. Because a lot of times when you see movies, they portray like the woman that's getting beat. For the perspectives to change and I'm able to play that role of a man getting abused, I feel like that's an honor that I couldn't turn down.
But I definitely want people to be able to have this conversation comfortably, openly. Talk about toxic, talk about manipulation, talk about abuse, the early stage of those abuses and stuff in a relationship. First, you can start with mental. First, you can start with just jesting around, joking around, and later on, you can turn into something even more seriously and whatnot. Just recognizing the early sign of that will help you or your significant other, or better yet, your friend, in the long run, a whole lot better than in knowing the signs that actually comes early on.
To me, Terry is a very layered character because on the surface, he's hiding a lot of what he's dealing with. He's got a lot going on. He's with a wife who's a police officer. He helped her kind of get to this position, and now he's recently lost his job, and she's pregnant. He's having doubts about the baby. He's struggling with his own insecurities. He's just got so many different layers.
I do not relate to Sonia in any way possible. She is the furthest from me, to be honest. If I was someone walking down the street, I would not like her at all. She is just so
Jonah.
just vindictive and just so conniving, and she's a person that I just don't think I could ever be in a million years. But I think that's the beauty of acting, is that we put ourselves in this role that brings something out in us. And I think Sonia, she was definitely a challenge because I really had to get into her mindset. But the truth is, there's people like her out there. There are women like her that are out there, that are walking among us. And the narrative of the story is that men can get abused too. Men can really be controlled by a woman like Sonia. And I think that's really the story that I wanted to tell, is that she's a beautiful girl. She's an amazing person on the outside as far as visual looks, but on the inside, she's ugly. She is ugly. The narrative and the story that I wanted to be told is that women can be abusers too. And I've seen that from the other side. I think that's where I relate to her. Other side. It's a different story, but it needs to be told.
They're only cowards put their hands on women. You like to beat women, do you? You like to beat women?
Step back in the house.
Sanchez, he's kind of like me. We share similar traits. I'm a father, but you could tell he's kind of like a protector almost. And that's been me my whole life. Father with 2 daughters. Got a lot of women in my family, so a lot of protecting. His character spoke volumes with me as far as that. Just the protecting vibe and, caring and loving person. You can see that he is.
My character is giving like a caring character, really amazing. She's giving baddie energy, so definitely that soft girl era, because she's like super nice and sweet and very loving. I can tell she really cares about friends. Mommy and myself, I'm the same way, but friends can be hard-headed. Like I said, she reminds me of myself because she doesn't give up, even though people can show a different type of dynamic towards somebody's caring and just like really hoping they listen. You really hope they get out of something, and they tend to stay in it. So for me, the lesson for her would be stay in her relaxed girl era and just let everything go with the flow, basically, so she can stop worrying. So she's such a beautiful friend. Oh, I love her. I'm hugging her.
I mean, my character specifically, Damon, is really kind and caring. He's a cool, laid-back dude, but he's also competitive. He also, can be aggressive and get upset just like anyone else, but he's a really caring dude, and he just cares for his friend and what his friend is going through.
And as an actor, I always like to find these characters that are, from the onset, they don't want to appear to be likable, and I try to take that and find something in them that I feel I can kind of, be compassionate with them, not judge where Terry's at, not judge him by his actions, but relate to his feelings. I love got so much stuff going on internally. That's why I love the character. To me, he's kind of a throwback to the old school macho guys on TV.
That's the sound of the bullet!
The kind of anti-hero or things like that. Right away, I knew I wanted to play this role.
For this character, I think of a few people. I think of my ex-fiance, but also my 2 daughters, and how I reacted as far as being protective of my ex-fiance, but also trying to get a point across, but also not trying to be aggressive, as well as with my daughters being a dad, the overall, Papa Bear and stuff like that. So for me, that's where I draw from, and I try to translate it to the character.
We're trying to fix something. Some things you just gotta let it just go on its own path. And I know because I'm a resolver, fixer type of person. But at the same time, some things in life, it's just like, you just gotta be like, you know what? Let's put a pause on that. And if it's still there, we'll get back to it. If not, it could just go on itself.
I've never been abused physically or anything like that, but I can empathize with people who are like that. So I feel like my empathy is what got me interested, if that makes sense.
There's been plenty of times where I've had people close to me not really listen, even though I see things going on and they're in such a bad situation, they don't really see it themselves. But that's life, you know? That's just something that happens. And I think this movie can help you learn how to deal with that more.
The great thing about The Other Side was that everyone on set had experience that manipulation, that toxicness, and that sense of survival, at least first-handed or second-handed to where they were a witness or they heard stories from their friends.
So I actually had a friend that did go through this with their child's mother, and it was definitely hard. We didn't fall out, it's just kind of we just aparted, but they came back around, which is great, and now they met the love of their life, which is awesome. They're about to get married, which is so exciting because, like I said, he's experienced with basically what Jonah's experienced. As I told him when we got back, cool again, I was like, you overcame this, even though I know some things would come up in our conversations that would bother him a little bit. Everybody needs therapy sometimes or someone to talk to. So it's just like, it was really good to see that he's overcame that situation and now has blossomed into another human being and met someone new. So now they could, blossom together, and it's so amazing. I can't wait to go to their wedding. It's so amazing. It's such a true story that's really happened.
It was a lot easier to direct them, to tell them this is what I'm looking for, because they will be able to pull from our past and reference what exactly it is I'm saying without like, oh, what is this? Can you tell me more about it? Nah, because they know exactly what it is. When I say it, they know exactly what it is, because then they just go ahead, reach for that emotion back in the past, jug it, and just make it present right there and then. And that was like the easier thing to do, because again, everybody was able to relate to the story.
You were my girl. Say hi.
Yeah.
Thought the world had you.
And they hit the spindle.
But just don't think you don't have to call. You ain't got it.
I think we all, Nick and Vincent and I, we have pretty good chemistry. There weren't any moments while I was on set where I felt like anything fell flat or we just couldn't really get it right. I really felt connected to both of them in each of the scenes that I was with them in.
Overall, I love working with Ali. Chemistry is just fantastic. And with something like this, that's so heavy, chemistry is even more important. And we all have a blast. I love working with the co-stars. We give each other a lot back and forth, and we rehearse things a lot. We try things out. It's just a great experience.
I feel like we've all been supportive. We've all been helping each other execute the role right. So I think we've been very supportive of each other. We've been pushing each other to really bring light to the character that we're playing.
What the hell?
Oh, so you froggy.
Yeah, yeah.
Damon, who plays Jonah, he is such a sweetheart. He is just so amazing. Building that chemistry is so easy. It is just so fun and he's so loving. But when we have to get into these characters where I have to be mean to him, it's so hard to do because I know he's such a sweet person, but we figured out how to do it. We kind of play off each other's emotions, suggestions, and then of course Abel coming in and giving us more ideas and how to work the lines and the script and the camera. It's just so easy to do, but yet it was so difficult because it's like, I don't want to hurt you, I'm sorry. But, we got it done. It was so comfortable, to be able to do that around people, especially Damon, just be able to do that with him and know that right when we say cut, we still love each other. We still have this amazing relationship and we didn't want to do that with anybody else.
And grab me like this and pull me back. And I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm cool, I'm good,
So when you do that, all right, I should just be pretty much like brushed down and handled.
As far as castmates, at first, us doing a Zoom, it was there, but when we actually met in person, the chemistry just clicked, and they're a good vibe because they give you pointers and stuff like that, and we're able to give each other pointers and be like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. And that's what I like, they're helping bringing more out of it. It's been a great experience so far overall.
They're so nice, and they got grand personalities, and like they are showing out and doing so amazing. Like they're giving it all, and I have to give it to them for even putting themselves out there like that. It's not easy, and for me, it's like I'm just gonna do spot on and just feed off their energy. So it's always good to definitely communicate with your fellow cast.
Everything has been great. I mean, I love everybody here, the whole cast. We all get along really well. We make mistakes, but we all keep going, and we enjoy the time we have together. So it's been great, and I've been learning a lot. Whatever I do move on to after this, I will have a lot to study and a lot to reference back to. Sure.
I'm excited about mine and Vincent's scene as far as me apprehending him. I think that's going to speak volumes, and we got something in store for that to make it grab your attention, that particular part. So that scene, I'm really excited for.
The one that I'm excited to do the most, we actually haven't done yet. It's the one where I hit Terry with the frying pan. And I'm excited to do that one because that's going to be challenging trying to do the blocking for that. But all of the dialogue pieces, they've gone really well just because there is a lot of tension between the characters, and it's very palpable, very real.
Definitely the scene where I get mad at my friend, mad at Jonah, because it's out of my comfort zone. But, we're going to see.
I love the scene in the car with Sanchez and Lydia, and how we kind of have this little back and forth. For my personal favorite, I guess, are the scenes when Terry's kind of having fun with this situation.
I was really looking to do something a little different with the introduction with Sanchez and then coming into the house, but equipment failure, we couldn't make that possible. I was supposed to Dahlia pull out from the car, go on top, pivot around him, and track him to the house. And I was really looking forward to doing that. I played in my hair was good, and I used Previs to actually plan my shot to see how everything gonna look like. So I had everything in mind on how it was supposed to be done. But when we came through to actually do the shot itself, it was a bit of a challenge. I was trying to use 100 mil. I'm like, if I use 100 mil, it would be good to have that close up, and then we pull out and then just track him walking up to the steps. Okay, cool, but how about, we use 100, wouldn't that be too close? Damn, how about we use a 40? The 40 is a sweet spot, and I love the 40. And I'm like, oh. So it was a lot of these things that, because we didn't do a rehearse shot with everything before, it gave a little bit of problem, because I did it with my phone, and obviously that was good for a reference shot. But then when it came to the equipment, we feel that we didn't do that. But that was just the one and only scene I was really looking forward to, but sadly we weren't able to execute it probably at least how I wanted it to be.
I think for Sonia, all the scenes are exciting in the way that they tell a dramatic story. Do I look forward to them or excited? They're difficult. I will say they're challenging, but I think they're all exciting. Now, there's one particular scene that I am really, really excited about, and that is the slap scene. When you really see Sonia and how aggressive she is with Jonah. That right there is such an exciting scene because it's a pivotal moment to explain how she's beautiful, but she's just so damn evil in her own way. That right there is such a pivotal moment for their story, and it was exciting to kind of be able to really bring that to life.
I'm excited to do the scene where I get to yell at Sarah. Not that I want to yell at her, but I feel like that really is going to show my emotional side. I have to pull that emotion out of me. Even though I'm getting abused by somebody else, but I'm kind of like projecting my feelings and how I feel onto other people. So I feel like that itself is going to take a lot, and it's going to expose like how good of an actor I am.
Yeah, I was a director on set, so the visionary, I would say, of the story. It's always interesting giving people direction or seeing what people are capable of and directing them in a way that is, one, sufficient, two, something you know very well that they can execute. And you definitely need to know your talent limit, what it can output, what they're capable of, even though they may not see that. You need to be able to see that within themselves, bring that out, and help them help themselves to bring that very essence out. That really is a job, I believe.
Abel is awesome. From the first time we actually did the audition through Zoom, it clicked between us right away. He's my type of guy. He's laid back. He's very hands-on when it comes to the acting approach, which is what I love. You know, there's a lot of directors that minds are more director-focused, but Abel's been so cool with being open to different ideas. He asks a lot about what we think as the actors. He's very involved in letting it kind of happen organically. It translates all throughout the crew, I think. And when you have a director like Abel that is so laid back and in touch with what he's doing and is such a talented guy at the same time, the crew all follow suit.
One of the things that I always employed within the talents is for them to take themselves out of their shoes and place themselves into the character's shoes. And that's one thing I always live by, and I always say and I always preach on set every now and then is just put yourself into the character's shoes. Know who they are. If you were to say no to Jonah, what is Jonah going to react? What is he going to say then? Know who Jonah is, know who Lydia is. If Terry was to call Lydia out of her name, is Lydia going to retaliate? Is Lydia going to pull her gun? What is Lydia going to do? Knowing the personalities of Lydia. So those are just some of the things that we go over doing rehearsals and then even on set as well too.
The first thing I realized about Abel is he really puts the people first. Even though he makes very quality work, he's all about a culture of respect and honor. And then I saw some of his work and was like, wow, like his work matches his attitude. I like that his projects have meaning to them. It's not just a vanity piece or something else. It's something that's going to be used for good for the future. He's really just a joy to work with.
If there's any moment that I didn't like or I felt like didn't really go quite well with the story, I'll put them aside, talk to them, have that conversation one-on-one. And I never do things as a whole, as a group, and call out a person in a group and be like, hey, what you did, maybe you could do this way. Nah, I never do that. Except if it was a group thing, to where it's like, okay, maybe you guys could do this, how about that? That's acceptable. Or you want to give them praise, you can give them praise through that. And at least you want to give one person praise, make sure you compliment the other guys as well too, because you don't want to continue praising one person and be like, oh, you're doing an incredible job and you got 3 or 4 other talents there. That make them feel like, well, am I not doing a good job then? Like, what is it, you know? So you definitely want to be very mindful of how you speak to the talents and things like that. So you want to put them aside one-on-one, let them know, hey, this is what you're doing and I see it, but how about we do this? Try to improve on this or try to do this a little bit more different.
I think he's great. I'm grateful that he chose me like a rookie because, you know, as a director, he can make the decision to say, you know what, I want people to be experienced. I want people to have some type of acting background, but he gave me an opportunity, and I feel like that right there itself speaks volumes to his character. I just think he's a great person, he's a great director, and he's potentially helping me become a greater actor.
If somebody is angry, I want to be able to see the anger. I want to be able to feel it. It's one of those emotions that you want to make sure it's palpable, right? To where you can really feel it. It's like, damn, I feel that. I know he's angry, or I know she's happy without her saying the word. You want to be able to experience that from the actor emotion, share emotions, without them saying the angry, the mad, the frustrated. I try to reference this a lot and let my talents know, like, this is what I really want from you. If Sonia is to slap the crap out of Jonah and he's confused, he's flustered, he's frustrated, he's angry, but he cannot do anything, it's pathetic, right? I want to be able to see that emotions, right? I want to be able to see how pathetic looking he is. And I want the audience to be able to grasp that from that without him saying, did you just hit me? Why you hit me? I want him to be able to sell that with him just looking at her, looking at himself, and just feel so frustrated because is he even feeling sad for himself? What is he feeling in this moment? I want you to be able to feel that, and I want you to be able to tell that whatever is going through his head is very palpable enough for you to feel that. I want that. Emotion. Draw it raw. Let's get it.
I think he's a great director. His ability to give direction is amazing. His ability to make other people see the vision that he has in his head is amazing. I'm telling you, from the first day on set, he's given me the vision of what he sees and how he sees my character and stuff. And he's also let me take the reins and help me as an actor grow. And I love working with him.
Abel alone He is one big ball of sunshine, and as a director, I absolutely love him and his direction, his vision, and personally, moving forward, I wish to work with directors that are exactly like him, because the direction and how he conversates and how he really gets me in the zone, it's something that I'm always going to remember.
Abel is amazing. Like, that's what the A should stand for. So I think he's very amazing. He's really cool, really nice, very caring, very heartfelt. And he's also very creative. Love the way his mind goes. He's definitely, like I said, a beautiful spirit. Like, very genuine. He's given best friend energy. All, the work that he's doing, and it's very amazing. And then I saw the other film he did, which that was awesome. I liked everything about it. That cast did a great job as well. So everybody need to check that out. But I can't wait for everybody to see this too.
Yeah, Sonia, okay? You're not really paying attention to her. You pay attention to Sonia all the time. Like, Sonia, are you okay? Put your hands on a woman. Yada, yada, yada. Not so tough now, are you? Right? And then she go into the rest mode. I do this because I love it. I do filmmaking because I love it. I direct because I love it. I love the creativity of it. I love meeting new people on set. I love exploring the talents. And I love surprises. I love surprises. When you're on set, you're surprised every now and then. You're surprised at how much the talent can actually push himself. You're surprised of the human capacity to actually move from this stage to stage 10, 0 to 60 real quick. And it's amazing to see, because we saw that with Jonah. And we talking about someone who never had any acting experience at all.
Thank you for the whole Big Sur production, for just giving me the opportunity to do this. Like I said, it's my first role. It's a leading role. They could have chose to go with somebody who was more experienced, who had bigger networks than me. So I'm just grateful and humbled that they chose little old me to play a lead role. So thank you to the whole production company, Abel specifically, because like I said, we go way back to Delaware County College. So it was an honor for him to still remember who I was. So thank you to him for giving me this opportunity, and thanks to the cast members for being, supportive and making sure we're executing our roles, correctly.
And he literally blew up in the car, explosive, but that was just raw emotion that he was literally just cultivating. Every time we cut, he goes back in and he cultivates that, goes in. Okay, yeah, I get it. And he goes in, he surprised everybody. It's like, wait, what the heck did that came from?
Jonah.
Yo, leave me the fuck alone. Stay out of my relationship.
That's the talent we need. That's something, it's like, you think about it damn, that was a mind-blowing scene. And it's one of those scenes that you cannot replicate again. You cannot say, take two, and then expect him to do the same thing again. Don't get me wrong, it's doable, but it's not gonna be replicated, because that was a once-in-a-lifetime thing that just happened out of nowhere. And it was like, man, I freaking love it. I do this for the love of the game, and my whole everything belongs to the film world. I love it.
The crew is just awesome. Everybody's a good vibe, very supportive. It's been a great time. It doesn't even feel like I'm on a set. It feels so natural. Having a good crew like that is such a benefit for the actors, when we can be at ease and be relaxed and know everything else is already being taken care of. And I'm very grateful for them. It's been a great time so far.
Horrible. Oh my God, they're just so horrible. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, they got me a cake for my birthday. Who does that, They have just, they tell jokes. We have fun. Oh my God, it's just so horrible. I love it. I love the whole cast and crew. Everyone is just so darling. The crew, everyone is just so hands-on, and I want to get this done. And the cast, the way we've all kind of come together and really brought these characters to life.
Let me know. Okay, so let's try it.
He just hurt my feelings. You know what? We are the same height.
How much for that surgery? I'm gonna go to Turkey.
Oh my gosh, the surgery to make you taller?
I'm gonna get my knees broken up to pieces.
You're gonna look so funny. Your arms are not gonna
Guess what? I'm gonna get surgery on my hands too. Stop playing.
Yeah, because the point from this finger to this finger is how tall you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a far distance.
I have no idea. From here.
We have an open door policy, right? It's warm. We tend to treat each other, I would say, like families, because we are. we're a very small, close-knitted group that throw banters here and there, joked around and whatnot. It's good, and when people who are new come into the space, they're like, what? You guys? You know what I'm saying? But it's just how we interact with one another. It's very free will, and nobody is restricted, per se, to certain things.
I've been on quite a few productions, and this is actually the best one I've been on. And what I mean by that is I see how you guys function as a team, and there's no I don't see no I, and that's something very appreciative, especially if you're getting on somebody's project. There's no I, but it's a team effort. Y'all all sharing the same goal, so that's something I appreciate and I like. Bell has been a cool guy, very straightforward, open, and his sister really does got good cornbread, I'm not gonna lie, so I gotta give a shout out to that because it's amazing.
Of course, through it all, everybody have boundaries. We know what not to cross and what to say, what not to say. Obviously, we do it in a very respectful manner and very professionally as well, too. And I would love to say everybody's voice are heard and no one are shut down. So if anybody in the team have anything they want to say, they want to suggest, those things are always welcome. So it's never a case where anybody is walking an eggshell or is afraid to voice their opinion or say certain things that they feel like, okay, the others may not take well. If we were to produce something or put something out there to where, one of the team recognize it's not good, they're not going to just allow us to continue pushing with it because they know it's going to end in failure. And the folks out there, the audience, going to take it way, way differently than how we would. So if they see that and they see the possible outcome of what it could be, they will definitely, we speak among each other and let each other know, like, hey, this is not a good idea, or maybe this could go this way or this could go that way. So it's like, again, collectively we work together to make sure each and every person excel where they're at.
I think production runs a very tight ship. I would say Bixer Productions is one of the production studios that I've seen execute as well as they have. I've seen smaller crews, and I feel like this one, everybody has a very specific job and specific role, and they do it really well. We didn't really have to go back and redo anything. There weren't sound quality issues. There wasn't a lot of human error. It was pretty tight. Like, the schedule went right along with the call sheet.
It's so funny because it's like every second, we have to have this little battle, this fight scene, this slap. It's like, okay, let's get in the mode, and then cut. We're like, I'm so sorry, are you okay? You okay? And I love the fact that we just have such a great dynamic. It's amazing.
Definite shout out to my husband. He actually went to Penn State for acting, and he pushed me out the door when it came to acting. It was something that I wasn't going to pursue because we have two beautiful daughters who are 6 and 4, and I didn't want to take any time away from him or the family, and he basically was like, no, this is your dream, you're going to do it. And he's kind of been a little bit of an acting coach as well, helping me do things. And so if I didn't have him as a rock and shouldering the burden of the family and the finances and everything else that he does, I wouldn't be able to do this or pursue this dream. So huge shout out to him.
When it comes down to the filming of this, there were some difficult moments as far as personal stuff. Tragedy had struck outside of the film, and there's a moment in people's lives that when something tragic happens, you just want comfort, and sometimes you don't know how to find it. And Abel and the crew he has, they all came together, and they hugged with me, they cried with me, and it's a moment that I'm not going to forget. It's made me stronger as a person. It's not something I ever want to experience, but I had a really good director by my side, and it's something I'm always going to remember. I'm going to remember the kindness, the genuineness, and everything in this film,
I gotta give a shout out to Earl Weeks, because he's the one that actually sent me this post, so I wouldn't have did it if he had never sent it to my inbox. And I gotta get a shout out to a guy that I worked with previously, Mark 5. He actually believes in me a lot, and I'm still working with him today. So I give a shout out to them too.
I'm a movie buff, and just a shout out to all the past directors, filmmakers, actors that just inspire me. I mean, this is what I love. I've always loved this. Let's keep more movies going. Let's keep the creative juices. So I'm inspired by artists everywhere. Open-minded, creative artists, photographers, painters, directors, whatever it is. If you got art in your heart, you're passionate, man, those are the kind of people I get inspired by. I'm inspired right now by everybody here. It just always motivates me to just keep pushing. And this is what I love to do.
Like I said, thank you to everyone. Thank you to the team, the filming team, the cameramen, the extras, just everyone. I feel like I've been taken care of here, so I appreciate it. For this to be my first experience, it feels like home. So I do appreciate the energy here. I really do.
I love what Big Sur Production is doing as a whole. From all the local talent to the experienced guys, everything, it all comes together in the end, and you see every step of it, and it's a beautiful thing. I appreciate Big Sur for this opportunity.
Big Sur demand my all, 110%. It's not so demanding because it's something that I love dearly. It's something I'm passionate about, so I don't feel like Big Sur is taking anything from me or demanding much from me. I gave all I had, 100, and a 10% extra on top of that. And by the way, I don't know why we always say 110%. I give him a full 100%. My 1000% I give Big Sur, okay? Professionalism, punctuality, adhering to, again, each and every one of my colleagues' demands or suggestions and things like that. These are the things that I look into and make sure, again, everybody is on a right footing. Everybody is set professionally for that role. Make sure they know exactly what they need to know to do the job properly. It's not demanding at all. It's all fun, and it's just the love of the game. It's just love of the game. I love it. I love what I do. I love filmmaking. I love being on set. I love this. This is life.
When I spoke to Abel about this, he said he wanted to show this to high school students so that they would recognize the earlier signs of domestic abuse to where it never got to that point. And so I really like the cause of this film, that there is a noble cause behind it, and that, like I said before, it's not always a black and white issue. And not only that it's a man abusing a woman, but it's also a woman abusing a man, which is a less talked about issue, and that we're raising awareness for that. And for those that are in those types of relationships, to one, be able to spot those patterns so that it doesn't escalate and they can get out of it before. But also for those that are around somebody like that, they might be able to spot that happening to somebody they know.
Go and watch The Other Side. And one thing I would like to say, if I was to describe The Other Side in one word, would be unspoken. The very essence of The Other Side is the toxicness, right? Is the manipulation, is the shame. Secret deals are made in order to survive. We've seen that. We've seen the end. When the credit rolls, we've seen what happened.
Just check it out. I know people are gonna love it, man. We put a lot of work into this. It's something that happens all the time, all around the world. Domestic abuse, the complexities of the relationships, and just the human condition in general. It's very real. It hits home, and I just want everybody to appreciate it and love it for all the same reasons that I did when I first read the script.
I want you to be able to have a conversation. I want you to feel comfortable to talk about what you believe to be a taboo. I want you to explore that conversation more. Go in depth with it. Talk with your loved one. Talk with your friends. Talk with families.
Go watch The Other Side. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. You might get mad. You might cry. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Please go watch it.
Enjoy this film. Be awesome. Live life. Be amazing. And be in your relaxed era right now. Don't stress. You live once. Go for it. Follow your dreams.
Can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be great.
Grateful to be here. Hope you guys loved the film, and yeah, enjoy.
Let's actually make that a norm to where we're discussing these things and we're no longer ashamed of it. We're no longer trying to stay hidden, to make these deals just to survive, to be complacent just to survive. You don't have to be. There's other alternative. And again, The Other Side hopefully shows you that. Thank you. And hope you go and stream us on Tubi, Oh, subscribe to our YouTube, please. Yeah, Cindy said it. Subscribe to our YouTube. We will be putting a lot of projects out. We'll be putting a lot of shorts out as well too. And we have The Moment coming up. We have Silent Echo coming up. We have Red Room coming up. Okay, guys, we have a lot of stuff in stock. Yeah, 2026 is gonna be the year where Big Sur is gonna be